Just 2 weeks before one of WWE's biggest events of the year, SummerSlam, the spotlight has unexpectedly shifted to Alexa Bliss after a shocking and bloody incident occurred on WWE Smackdown, leaving fans stunned and concerned about her future in the company. What was supposed to be an exciting build-up match turned into a moment of chaos that could jeopardize her participation in a highly anticipated title bout. You're tuned into Suplex Saga, the place where we break down the drama, dig into the real stories behind the chaos, and give you every detail WWE doesn't want you to miss. If something happens in the ring, backstage, or even when the cameras cut away, we're here to bring the truth to light. So, let's get right into what went down. The July 25th episode of WWE Smackdown was supposed to deliver action, but what fans witnessed was far more than anyone expected. Inside Cleveland's Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, Alexa Bliss faced off against the rising star Roxanne Perez in what began as a competitive showdown. Both women were hungry for momentum heading into SummerSlam, where Bliss and her partner Charlotte Flair are scheduled to challenge Perez and Raquel Rodriguez for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. The tension was already electric, and the stakes couldn't be higher as the match unfolded. Things escalated when Raquel Rodriguez attempted to powerbomb Charlotte Flair at ringside in a move that could have taken Flair out of the equation. Sensing disaster, Alexa Bliss made a split-second decision that could define the trajectory of her career. Climbing to the top rope, she launched herself into a high-risk twisted Bliss onto the floor, saving her partner in a heroic move but potentially putting her own body on the line in the process. After the daring dive, Bliss returned to the ring, but the momentum had shifted completely. Perez wasted no time in capitalizing on the situation, hitting a quick maneuver and securing a clean victory over the former multi-time champion. Yet, it wasn't the pinfall that had the WWE Universe talking, it was what came immediately after the match. Cameras briefly caught Alexa Bliss bleeding heavily from her nose, visibly shaken and possibly in significant pain. Production quickly cut away from her and focused instead on Perez's celebration, but the brief shot was enough to set social media on fire with concern and speculation. Fans were left asking one burning question: just how bad is Alexa Bliss's injury? So far, WWE has remained silent on the matter, offering no official update about her condition. As of now, she is still advertised to team with Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam, but if the injury proves to be more than superficial, WWE could be forced to make a last-minute change that could alter the entire women's tag title picture. For Alexa Bliss, this could be yet another setback in a career that has already seen its fair share of ups and downs. Meanwhile, for Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, this incident might provide the perfect opening to dominate at SummerSlam. Was this an unfortunate accident, or could it end up being the defining moment that reshapes the women's division going forward? And should WWE take a more transparent approach when it comes to addressing real injuries during live events? We want to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Suplex Saga, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update as we continue to track every twist and turn inside the squared circle. Just 2 weeks away from the biggest event of the summer, WWE SummerSlam, the road to the grand stage has taken an unexpected and shocking turn that has sent the entire WWE universe into a frenzy. Alexa Bliss, one of WWE's most popular and decorated female superstars, was left bloodied and shaken during the latest episode of WWE Smackdown in a terrifying moment that nearly went unnoticed by the cameras. What was initially set up as a competitive, high-stakes matchup quickly turned into a chaotic scene that could completely change the landscape of the Women's Tag Team Championship picture at SummerSlam. You are watching Suplex Saga, the ultimate destination for everything wrestling, where we take the chaos of WWE and turn it into clarity, uncovering every shocking detail, every hidden angle, and every storyline twist the cameras might try to skip. If it happens in the ring, backstage, or during the moments the cameras cut away, you can count on us to bring it to you first and in full detail. Now, let's break down exactly what happened and why this moment could have massive consequences for Alexa Bliss and the women's division moving forward. The July 25th episode of WWE Smackdown took place inside the electric atmosphere of Cleveland's Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, where fans expected an action-packed show leading into SummerSlam. On the card was a must-see singles match between Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez, a young competitor who has been making waves on SmackDown and is seen by many as the future of WWE's women's division. From the opening bell, it was clear that this wasn't just a filler match. This was personal and competitive, with both superstars looking to make a statement ahead of their looming championship clash. Why was this match so important? Because at SummerSlam, Alexa Bliss will be teaming up with none other than Charlotte Flair to challenge Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. This rivalry has been heating up for weeks, with both teams exchanging words, sneak attacks, and momentum-shifting victories leading up to the big event. Tensions were sky-high, and every move in this match mattered. But no one could have predicted the brutal twist that was about to unfold. As the match progressed, chaos erupted outside the ring when Raquel Rodriguez, known for her incredible strength, attempted to deliver a devastating powerbomb to Charlotte Flair at ringside. This could have spelled disaster for Charlotte, potentially taking her out before SummerSlam. Acting on pure instinct and loyalty to her partner, Alexa Bliss made a split-second, career-defining decision. She scaled the ropes with no hesitation and launched herself into a breathtaking twisted bliss from the top turnbuckle all the way to the floor, crashing into Raquel and saving Charlotte in the nick of time. The crowd erupted in shock and admiration for Bliss's bravery, but as we've seen so many times before in WWE, high-risk moves come with high consequences. After that daring move, Bliss struggled back into the ring, clearly feeling the effects of her risky dive. Unfortunately for her, that split second of vulnerability was all Roxanne Perez needed to seize the moment. Showing why she's considered one of the most dangerous young stars in the business, Perez connected with a lightning-quick maneuver and pinned Alexa Bliss for the victory. While the loss itself was disappointing, it wasn't what had fans talking, it was what came moments later. As Perez celebrated her victory, eagle-eyed viewers noticed something horrifying. Alexa Bliss was bleeding heavily from her nose, looking visibly shaken and possibly in significant pain. WWE's production team quickly cut the camera away from her, choosing instead to focus on Perez's post-match celebration, but the damage had already been seen. In just a few seconds of screen time, social media exploded with concern, rumors, and speculation about the severity of Bliss's injury. Was it just a nosebleed, or could it be something much more serious, a broken nose, a facial fracture, or even a concussion? So far, WWE has not issued any official statement regarding Alexa Bliss's condition, which only adds to the mystery and concern. As of this moment, Bliss is still advertised to team with Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam for the Women's Tag Team Championships. However, if her injury is more than superficial, WWE could be forced to make a drastic last-minute change to the card, throwing the entire women's tag title picture into chaos. For Bliss, this could be yet another roadblock in a career that has already faced numerous setbacks, injuries, and periods of uncertainty. Fans know how much Alexa has fought to stay relevant and competitive in an ever-evolving women's division, and an untimely injury now could derail her momentum once again. On the flip side, this situation could give Perez and Raquel Rodriguez a significant advantage heading into SummerSlam. If Bliss isn't 100%, or worse, if she can't compete at all, Perez and Raquel could dominate and retain their championships with ease. This raises an even bigger question. Was this just an unfortunate accident in the heat of competition, or could this end up being the pivotal moment that reshapes the women's division for the rest of the year? WWE fans are now buzzing with theories and opinions. Some believe Bliss will fight through the pain and show up at SummerSlam no matter what, while others think WWE might pull her from the match to avoid making her injury worse. But one thing is certain, this incident has turned an already exciting SummerSlam build-up into an unpredictable rollercoaster of uncertainty. What do you think? Should WWE be more transparent about real injuries, especially when they occur during live television? Do you believe Alexa Bliss will still make it to SummerSlam, or will this force WWE to change their plans entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update. This is Suplex Saga, where we break down every shocking twist, every explosive moment, and every storyline curveball that WWE throws our way. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.